Hey guys, it's Justine.
And I'm Jenna.
And today is episode number 10 of our podcast. Can you believe it?
Same brain.
Roll that intro. This podcast almost didn't happen. We were supposed to record it yesterday. I wasn't able to. And then Jenna's leaving to go to Joshua Tree. And I was like, we have to do it this morning. We cannot skip a Saturday.
It's true. And then I was like, well, we could have audio only where we call in. And we're like, nah, we'll just do it. So 15 hours later of setup, we finally, we're here. We're here to chat. We're ready.
Everyone keeps asking, where can we watch the video? Honestly, I still don't have an answer for you. I do have a YouTube channel, so as soon as I actually do get these all uploaded, it's crazy because there's so much going on, but yet, it seems like online, it's just like I haven't been posting very much, but there's so much going on. I've been incredibly busy, and I'm sorry.
It's honestly very hard to keep up with everything. Like yesterday, I was like, oh, I need to get up my Note 20 video. I need to shoot that. And then I was like, well, if you're coming over, like I need to set everything up. But then I also have so many projects in the works where like they need revisions, they need edits, they need social assets. And I'm like, how do I do everything? So just because we maybe don't appear busy online doesn't mean we're not busy. I'm behind the scenes.
Going crazy. There's so much happening, but I'm excited. It's all good things. And also just like trying to survive through this like new way of life is still, it's hard.
I can't stop stress eating chocolate chip cookies.
Everything. It's very stressful. So if you guys are going through a tough time, you're not alone.
You're not alone.
I keep saying that, but I feel like a lot of people, because they are alone, like that's the feeling that they're feeling is alone.
Yeah.
So
You're not.
You might be, but you're not.
Yeah. You've said that very well a couple of times. Nice. Very, very good job. But it's a very strange time that we're living in. But we also, we've got a lot of tech that's popping up, and there's so much stuff that's happening. And you know what? Tech season is just beginning.
It is. And you know what we also need? Speaking of tech season, we need pop filters.
Pop filters.
I am so sorry. We're seriously working on it. So finally, I think our Rodecaster is almost on its way here. And I'm going to do an unboxing. I'm going to do a full setup video because this thing is amazing. And I feel like for what it is, you guys, if you can't see it, if you're just listening to the audio, it's basically like a multimedia interface. So you can input all of the microphones. We can input audio from the computer. You can also take Bluetooth calls as well.
That's pretty cool.
Which is awesome. And Jenna's favorite.
That's the clap.
They have little buttons that you can hit.
It's like we're on a talk show.
Yeah, and you can assign different things, and like we can take this anywhere. Like it's mobile.
We did. We took it 12-hour road trip to Utah. If we ever have van life, if it's ever a thing, we can have our mobile podcast. So it is really cool, and I feel like it's. Well, I don't actually know the price, but I think it's pretty reasonable.
Let me look it up.
I think this is around $500 just for because
they have different packages. So the one that we did get one of the bigger packages. So yeah, just the Rodecaster itself is $599, and that doesn't come with any microphones or anything. So obviously microphones are separate, but the best part about it too is you can use any microphones you want.
Yeah, you can. Mm-hmm.
XLR, whatever. I don't know. I love this thing, and it's been just such a huge game changer, I think, for our podcasting.
It's fun. I was always really intimidated. I'm like, no, I can't use that. Because even for streaming, like people were recommending like this. And I'm like, no, it's too scary. And then we finally tested out and used it. I was like, okay, this isn't as terrifying. I don't know why I was scared of it.
I think because it has a lot of buttons.
It does. It has a lot of buttons, but it also doesn't have a lot of buttons.
No, for like exactly what you need. And we also are recording directly to an SD card, which is awesome. But I also do a backup, and I'm recording into Logic. So all of this is also being recorded as a backup to my computer. So I like having the redundancy.
Yeah, that's great. And everything has been sold out. I feel like since people are working from home, it's so hard to get things like the Elgato capture cards, the cam links, like this, like the microphones. It's been a struggle. So the other day I got a package. Oh gosh, I got a package.
The pop
from Amazon, and I'm like, I don't remember ordering anything. They were rubber gloves that I ordered 4 months ago. 4 months ago.
You still can't get Clorox wipes. Like they're basically.
Oh no, they're just. Did you see their statement? I think they're not going to be actually really available until like 2021 because they can't.
So sad.
Can't really catch up.
And also the wet ones, which I miss so much. I used to love those hand sanitizer, little. You unfold them and there's like a little wipe you just pull right out, and then you clean your little hands. Can't find them anymore.
Well, Whole Foods has their like little lavender ones. Mm-hmm. They actually have a plethora of ones, and they always have a spray. Every time I go there, they have a ton in stock.
Interesting.
It's a little bit more like expensive, but
I think it's probably a little more organic as well.
Yeah, I think it's definitely healthier. I hate lavender.
I like lavender.
No, I do not. I don't like it. Doesn't relax me, stresses me out. Don't like the smell. I don't like the vibe.
blanking on what it's called, so I've been having trouble remembering things.
Oh.
Last week I was concussed, but honestly, I feel so much better. Like, there's no doubt in my concussed mind of last week that something was not right, because there was just like a day where I instantly just turned around and felt completely better. I was able to run again and just like I was functioning.
Oh, maybe you caught up on sleep.
But I was still sleeping. Maybe I was sleeping too much.
Oh, braggy.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Do I know? Do you know?
We're not doctors.
We are not doctors.
You
Did
know
you
what?
see that
We are
little?
not.
Did you see that little video that I edited together of us talking about the symptoms?
I did. Yes, it was incredible.
It made me laugh. Everyone's like, was this on YouTube? I'm like, no. So right now we're going to read reviews.
Yes, we forgot
again.
All right. So as you guys know, we've been posting on anchor.fm/samebrain.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Where you can leave audio messages. But right now I'm going to hop into the Apple podcast and I'm going to read some of our reviews.
I'm going to be pulling out some audio here in a second. How are we not prepared for this? Like, it doesn't even make
it's
any sense.
hard.
Here, Joshua has something to say.
Okay.
Hey, Justine and Jenna, your podcast is amazing. I've been listening to you guys on YouTube for so many years now, and now listening to a podcast is just amazing. Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
You know what we also could be doing with?
Yes.
We could be syncing this audio in through the iPhone to the Rodecaster, but for some reason I haven't done it yet.
We talk about that all the time.
Oh, here's one from Sam. This says, a quick, lovely message.
We love that.
We like that.
Hey, Jenna and Justine, you guys are so awesome.
That was quick and
That
lovely.
was quick and quite lovely. Okay, go ahead. You got anything over there?
Yes. So on our Apple podcast, we have five out of 5 reviews. We have 578 reviews.
Whoa.
From Linny Scribbles, says, loving it. Jenna and Justine are amazing. I appreciate the knowledge and laughs I get. There is nothing like them, and I enjoy the new platform of content.
I'm enjoying it. Like, I really am having fun because I feel like I would say it's less editing, but I actually, we do some editing because Tyler will end up, Tyler's out of town right now. You guys, we've been surviving without Tyler. We miss him so much.
It's so sad.
It's funny because the other day we had to shoot the iMac video and I was like, okay, Tyler's out of town. Like, this is fine. It felt good to kind of just go back to like, okay, Jen, we're going to just shoot this video and do it. Tyler has been such a huge asset to our team just to be able to help us create more content, to be able to get edits of things. And it's great because like, I still love editing so much, but I'm able to spend more time editing a specific video because I know that he might be working on something else.
That is nice. Yeah.
So Tyler, we miss you.
We miss you. And we were like, how do we make him proud? We like blacked out these windows so there wasn't any light because we knew he would hate it. We were like, this will be fine. And we're like,
Jenna, wait. She goes, something doesn't look right. I was like, oh, Tyler would be so upset about these windows.
so then I got these
he
like
hates
black
this.
towels and I like shoved them in a window. I'm like, this looks good on camera, but like this is not. Actually, from the outside of your house, it probably looks a little suspicious.
I mean, the outside of my house, there's flamethrowers, there's weird noises, there's yelling.
Those are all from you.
You know, I know.
Oh, okay. Those are all from you.
Those are from me, but I'm saying from the outside looking in. I mean, I've definitely had a lot of neighbors move. It's fine.
Anyway,
it's cool.
You know, the other one from Bobcats Cheer Squad, 5 stars. You guys are the best. I've been following for about 2 years now, and I love the podcast. You've inspired me to start a podcast of my own called Technically Speaking with some of my friends that met online watching your videos. Thanks for being a huge inspiration to all of us.
That's
That
really
is
sweet.
So sweet. I think I love seeing people when they get inspired. They're like, you inspired me to like do YouTube or like stream and do this. And it's just so sweet. And I love that our community has built within. It's very special.
And it's fun that like people watch the stuff that we're doing and then they go and create their own thing as well.
Yeah.
Which I
agree.
guess is technically inspiration. So
I mean, I watch like your videos and like other people's videos. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I feel inspired now. So it's just like this nice little train of inspiration. We don't have a mug.
we don't. Oh my God. We don't. I also don't have my glasses just because
I can't find mine.
contacts are also expensive. So what I would be doing is I would have my contacts in already. I would come over. We'd have to record the podcast. So I'd take my contacts out so that I could wear my glasses. That's stupid.
Well, you know what? I do have, speaking of glasses, I think you may have gotten them as well. They're the Bose Sunglasses where they're Bluetooth enabled and you can use them as speakers as well as like you can talk on the phone.
You have them?
I do.
I don't have those.
Oh, you must have not replied to the email.
Oh no.
I haven't tried them out yet,
not
but
a surprise.
I keep getting really excited. Yeah, so there are these really cool, I could go grab them, but
Oh.
like you would have to talk for like a couple minutes without me. Yeah, they're Bluetooth enabled. They have a little charger. You put them on. You can listen to music, and you can like talk on the. Sorry, you can listen to music.
Poker
You
face.
can listen to music, and you can talk on the phone, and it's cool because it's like you don't have to have anything in your ears.
That's kinda
It's like
cool.
you're outside on a walk wearing sunglasses, talking and listening.
I'm very interested in this. I don't think that I received an email about this
You should
information.
check your email because
Did I not get an email? Did I mess up?
well, check it out.
Okay, let's see. So while we check it out, a lot of stuff. There's a lot of announcements this week. You know, the Pixel 4a came out.
Yeah.
The Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Oh my God, Samsung announced so many things.
They announced so many things that I was like reading it all and I got overwhelmed. I'm like, this is so much information. Also, most important thing that happened was Call of Duty Warzone Season 5. Stadium opened up.
I'm still checking my email. I didn't get an email.
I'll tell you which one to look
Okay.
for. Stadium opened up. You can also now ride the train. Choo choo.
But I feel like everybody's going to want to be dropping Stadium now, you know, just because it's new.
Well, we did that the first day. We dropped Stadium. It was just really disastrous, but high octane content. Very fun.
That's what we're here for.
But there's also like some new weapons and, you know, like all new battle pass and just a lot of new fun and adventures that really just, it's like, what's going to happen for season 6?
I don't know. I did update, so I'm ready to play.
I'm excited for cloud gaming when we don't have to physically do these updates and they don't take all the space on the hardware.
So much space. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see sort of like where that all goes to, because I mean, it's crazy because I feel like so much stuff has changed. Like before, this would be something that I feel like, I don't know, because we traveled so much before, that like that would be the highlight. And now I'm like, well, I guess I'm sitting at home anyway.
Yeah, so you just play some games.
Yeah, but at least we won't have to deal with the huge updates and stuff like that. But that's super exciting.
I mean, cloud gaming, it's basically the future, which is
Yeah.
what I'm also excited about, like
5G?
Samsung. 5G and like Samsung announcing their partnership with Microsoft, not only for like the
Yes.
productivity stuff and how it's going to work seamlessly across devices, but the Xbox Game Pass.
Game Pass honestly is, I feel like, the biggest thing to sort of happen because it's expanding across all platforms. Like you're not going to be hindered to just a console, to just your Xbox. Like this, you can play Xbox games on your phone.
It's cool too because I've been using my PC a lot more and like being able to use the Game Pass like on PC. It's like what, like I think it's $15 a month for the Game Pass as well as the Live.
I think so.
And I think $9.99
Yeah.
for just the Game Pass. But it's just crazy because think how much money you spend on one video game. It's like $60. So it's like if you're paying, what's the math here?
It's a lot of math.
It's a lot of math, but eventually, you know, it probably works itself out to where you're saving a lot of money. And I play more games. Like I'm like, oh, I'm not going to buy this, but I'm like, I don't have to buy this because I can play it for free. So
When
I love Game Pass.
Time goes on too, like more games are going to be added. And also if you're busy or something, or if you go back to school, like you can put a pause on that as well.
True.
So it's like you're not spending that money when you can't actually play the games, which is cool. And then you can just go and start back up, you know? It's
And once
pretty
we
cool.
can travel again, and 5G is like fully 5G.
5G.
Like, have you seen? You know what? We need to buy the adapters now for the phones, where it's like you can have the controller and the adapter where you can hold your little phone, so you just kind of like walk around with it. Because I have a feeling those are going to sell out quickly.
Probably.
Well, actually, doesn't Razer?
So Razer has they actually have a couple of different things. They have a couple of the controllers. They also have the Razer Kishi, which basically it turns your phone into the controller. They also have one of the iPhone versions coming out here very, very shortly. I really love Razer, and I love that they're like so supportive of creators as well. I mean, they always, thank you Razer, they're always sending us like gear to check out, which is great because especially, you know, having a tech channel, like buying all of this tech gets very, very expensive. So, you know, a lot of times these reviews are completely editorial, which if you don't know what that means it is something that is sent as sort of like a press kit and you're able to review it and it's not sponsored. So, I mean, there's such a huge difference between like the sponsored videos and then just editorial things, but everyone always assumes that everything is sponsored.
It's true.
And it's not.
Like if it's sponsored, we're going to tell you
I
it's
will
sponsored
tell
because
you.
we don't want to get sued.
Yeah, and we
like-
are extremely upfront, and anytime anybody does give us something, like we always tell you guys, or it's in the description. So just like take a look. Like the people that are trying to pull fast ones on you, you're going to be able to
They're
tell.
going to probably go to jail.
Or, yeah.
Or there'll be I'm not going to say it.
A what?
A Kardashian.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure how they get away with a lot of that.
But it's also so strange. Like a lot of these like higher profile celebrities, they don't ever disclose.
It doesn't
I
make
have
sense.
Turned down brand deals where the brand has said, we would prefer if you didn't say that this was sponsored. I'm like, well, no.
No.
First of all, ethics. Like,
Second of all, have you heard of a lawyer or
have
lawsuit?
you? Like, my lawyers wouldn't even let me sign a contract or something that says that. So
No, it's insane.
If there's a brand that you guys, especially as new creators, like, these are huge red flags. Like, you have to be careful because you do need to protect yourself and you have to protect your audience. And especially with, a lot of kids content, like, my content isn't geared towards children, but like, you have to be very upfront because kids are very influential as far
Impressionable.
as impressionable. So, even like the YouTube kids channel, like, you can't have any ads or any sponsorships or any commercials if you are on like the kids channel. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff that goes on that people just think, oh, you posted a video. Oh, you
they
got paid for
they
that.
paid you to talk about this.
No.
I was like, well, if they paid me to talk about it, like it would literally say ad or sponsored or I partnered with. Well, I was actually thinking about that last night before bed and I was getting very upset. I don't know why. Like this is what happens in my brain. Because I like tweeted something about like me being excited about Call of Duty and someone's like, ugh, ad. I go, if this was an ad, it would have said ad. And they're like, well, it's an ad. I'm like, it's not an ad. I'm like, I'm just excited, like talking about something. So, I mean, at least from us, if we are being paid to talk about something, we will disclose it. If we have gotten free product, we will disclose it.
Yeah.
Or even like sometimes, like we don't have a budget, but like we're gonna pay for, the trip and like cover your expenses so that you can create content. Like we still disclose it.
Yeah. And so
That's my,
that's that. So just if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask us.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't either.
freaking know, man. But
Me
what I
either.
do know is, should we talk about some of the things that Samsung announced? And then I'm going to unbox my Note 20. So this is kind of going to be like a dual podcast. Oh, you already unboxed it. Well, stop it. I haven't seen it yet.
I showed it to her.
Oh my gosh.
I unboxed
no.
it.
So you guys, if you're listening to this, yes, this is a podcast, but if you're watching, this is on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be unboxing the Note 20 Ultra 5G. Samsung did have their huge Unpacked event, which was kind of crazy because this is normally something that we go to. The last actual real event that we went to was the Samsung S20 event.
It was. Is that February? February. It was in February.
Because it was it was kind of after CES, but before the breakout.
I think it was February. Yeah, it was like February, like 10th or 11th.
And I remember somebody interviewed me and asked me something, like, I thought they just wanted to talk about the phone, and then they started like asking me all these questions about COVID, and I'm like, I don't really want to talk about that right now. I thought we were going to be talking about phones.
Well, it's interesting too, because like usually at these events, like we get hands-on experience with them after, or we're able to like create content. So not having that now, I feel like companies are now like sending out more review units. So I'm sure you're probably seeing a lot more videos and a lot more content because we don't have this physical event where we can cover the tech anymore. So
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they may have had some sort of like a social distancing kind of little hands-on event, which all of that stuff is going to change because normally you are incredibly packed into a very small room with a lot of people, a lot of creators.
Sweaty.
Everybody, filming, sweating, like whatever. And everybody's like passing the phones around.
yeah, you're
So
touching the.
when you do think about it, like I think these procedures and moving forward is going to be really good for everyone, especially as far as like health is concerned. Because you go to these things and even if you're not getting COVID, you can still get the common cold or something else.
Yeah, and CES 2021 has announced that they're going to do digital, right?
Yeah, they originally were like, no, it's gonna no, you're not. You can't.
Bad idea. And Condo, Sony, they're having a digital event as well. Are we allowed to announce it? We're going to be hosting a game night.
We're just gonna tell you we're hosting a game night.
It's going to be great.
It's gonna be super cool.
I want to say that it's free this year.
But I think you have to be already registered. So we'll have all the information for you. But if you aren't familiar, Sony does this event called Condo, which is really cool because they have creators. It's kind of like our camera camp that we did. And a lot of stuff that happened at Condo was an inspiration for the camera camp that we did with Sony. So
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's just really cool. And I think the Condo is definitely more geared towards photographers. But I feel like that line is blurring.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you can do both with these cameras. God, the A7S III, I hate that I don't have it.
I tweeted about it this morning. I
know,
was like,
I
is
saw.
it here yet? Is it here yet?
Like everything that I've been shooting now, it's like the quality doesn't live up to what I already posted on my channel.
Nope.
Shooting with the A7S III.
I know. It's really heartbreaking.
It is, but it's really exciting. And Sony did a great job. And I'm loving seeing all of like our creator friends get their hands on them.
I know.
And so now everyone just has all these videos coming out. So it's incredible camera.
I'm excited.
Okay, wait. I wanted to go through some of the things that Samsung did announce because it's a whole freaking lot. You guys
It
probably
is a
already
lot.
know everybody has made videos already, which it's so intimidating because I wasn't able to make my video yet, even though I did get the phone the other day. And I was like, but everybody already posted it. Is anybody going to want to watch my little movie?
They will. It's just
Yeah.
it's just a first reaction impressions video.
Yes. So I have it here and I haven't even opened it yet, but my first impressions and like reactions of just seeing everybody open theirs, it looks really
I
good.
opened mine yesterday. I'm excited.
Well,
I
I'm
put
gonna-
on makeup to do it because I was like, I want to open this now. I want to play with it. Oh well, I already unboxed mine, but
She already did.
I want you to be.
Okay,
I want
yes,
you to
I don't wanna see it.
Experience it for yourself.
Okay, this is really exciting. So if you guys are watching again on YouTube, this is a part of our podcast, so you can go check that out. I'll put links in the description. Anchor.fm, Same Brain. And if you're wondering why it's called Same Brain, this is my sister Jenna.
Hello.
We tend to have a lot of the same thoughts, but sometimes we have different ones too. But for the most part,
Same brain for the most part.
For the most part.
Actually, thinking about this the other day because you're left-handed, which means you probably utilize more of your right brain, and I'm right-handed, which means I probably utilize more of my left brain.
I have learned a lot about myself trying to learn to solve a Rubik's Cube, which I can. It's weird because some of the teaching styles of people that I've seen on YouTube, I absolutely cannot comprehend what they're saying. When they're telling me left and rights, clockwise and counterclockwise, that does not compute in my brain whatsoever. When they tell me to go left, I will instinctively not, it takes me so long to think about which way left is. And that's really not normal, right?
What, is it right or is it left?
What is the question?
Because you said right.
Right? Oh,
Oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I was thinking. Also, before I couldn't, fall asleep, I was like, wait a minute, same brain. We both probably use different.
I
parts of
see
our
what
brain.
you're saying.
Creativity.
So the brain side that you're not using, I'm using.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wait.
Fun. It's fun.
I just got that.
Oh,
because I was
okay.
still processing.
That's totally fine. There's a loose wire for connecting
no, there's
it.
a little bit of looseness.
you hit your head.
I did hit my head.
Anyway.
Ready? Should we do like a... No.
Oh no. How about this?
Have you seen? Don't even know if it's in focus because Tyler's not here. So
It'll focus eventually. We're
look.
relying on autofocus.
we love autofocus.
All you have to
Okay.
say is focus on me.
I'm lifting up the top of the box now for our audio listeners. And here it is. I'm looking at a very, very, very shiny screen.
Well, you're gonna have to do it by the mic if you want to have the full audio effect.
Oh, no. I'm taking it out now. I just want to make sure that they know exactly what I'm doing if they're listening. Jenna's opening up a bottle of water. She's taking a drink. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to flip it over. Wow. Oh, is that a SIM card? Oh God, they've conveniently. What is that? No, that's
It's
the
just a
serial
sticker.
number.
I
Okay,
did
let me
the same
let me
thing.
take off the sticker. Now I'm going to give you guys some real nice close up sounds of. I'm peeling off the back sticker now. Ready? Here we go. Oh, did you hear it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It sounded okay. Is there something on the front? There is one on the front. Okay, get ready. Oh, I mean, I'm hyped.
There's also stickies on the top, but not really as important.
What I love is that it's kind of, the back of it has more of like a matte sort of texture. So it feels like it's not going to slip out of your hand like a slippery seal.
Yeah, and I'm always real smudgy.
Look.
I said in mine that I'm super smudgy, but I love also that like the camera notch has like a kind of shiny, like
Wow.
a shinier look to it.
Yeah, so
It's very pretty.
it's interesting because the camera bump, even in videos, like I didn't realize how big that is.
It's big boy.
But the camera bump is essentially about the same size as the S20, but the body of the Note is actually slimmer. So that's kind of interesting. And obviously it wouldn't be a Note if it didn't have the S Pen.
I took out.
Oh, wow.
I took out the S Pen.
So the little pen has its nice little home. They also switched the side because I think on the Note 10, I think it was on this side actually. So that's kind of interesting. I love the color. So the Galaxy Note 20 comes in 3 colors, Mystic Bronze, Mystic Green, Mystic Gray. I like that green. That green looks really nice too.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice
The
color.
only thing with the Galaxy Note 20 is it's more of a plastic phone. I've been watching a bunch of people's videos. I'm sure you guys have seen a ton of them as well. But I don't know which color I like the best. I mean, I think the gold.
So with this, you can now do shortcuts where you hold in this button and you do like little like.
The latency has also been, I guess, decreased because before on previous Note devices, whenever you would write, you would be able to see the pen trail. Well, now they've been able to eliminate a lot of that, so it's almost like real time.
So I know I'm jumping the gun here, but if you do these little these little motions, it'll like go back or
cool.
go home. So it's really cool. So you just click the button on the S Pen, you do these motions, and they're like the little air shortcuts.
That's pretty cool. Let's see what else we have in this box.
Not much.
Okay, well we
You
got
have a USB-C.
fast charger. Oh no. This is the super fast charger. Matthew,
I'm upset.
he's upset.
I love.
He's growling. Oh, listen to his little voice.
He's been
listen to his
speaking.
voice.
When he's calling for you.
So it has a USB charger, as always. Anything else in here? No. Okay.
And to be fair, I did tell you that.
What?
There's nothing else in there.
There's nothing else in there.
Note 20 Ultra has the 6.9-inch display.
Whereas the Note 20 has the 6.7-inch display. Man, I'm hyped to try this out. Hey, turn on. Let's
Mine's
go.
already on, and I'm already drawing.
So I guess now we just go to yours because yours is already set up. But
Yeah,
man,
come on over.
This camera looks amazing. I haven't got to take any photos yet. On the Note 20 Ultra, it does have a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, 108 megapixel wide angle, 12 megapixel telephoto, and a laser AF sensor. Now the Note 20 not Ultra, it doesn't have the laser sensor. It feels very top heavy.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's got a big boy camera notch.
It does. But man, I'm so excited to test this out. This is cool. What you doing? Taking some photos?
So what I was doing the other day was it's like this. You can draw. You can use the AR on your front facing camera, and you can hit record. Okay, so I'm gonna hit record, and I can do a little drawing. Also, if you don't put the S Pen back in, it will give you a very aggressive alert.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, what do you want? And I look down. I'm like, oh, it's like put me back. I'm like, okay, sorry.
Just try to connect to your Wi-Fi network. So it has her Wi-Fi network, and then under it says very fast.
Thank you. That is the best compliment I think I've ever received.
Do you remember your password?
Well, yeah, I'm not crazy.
Well, I mean, some people have like super long whatever.
You know what? I'm excited that you're here because I can send you your video file with their file sharing transfer system. Well, I wanted to try this yesterday when I was doing my unboxing, but I was like, oh, there's nobody here. And I was like,
I'm here.
but, okay, so nearby share. Right now it's popping up. It says that share instantly with people nearby.
Oh, wow. The screen looks amazing. It's 120 hertz refresh rate.
25% brighter.
What's the battery on this one?
I already said it. 4,500 milliamp hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yes.
I'm
Oh my gosh,
excited.
look.
Oh, this
it's
is
happening.
exciting.
It's happening. To share devices turn by, you have to turn on Bluetooth, location, and Wi-Fi.
Yeah, turn it on. Come on. Nearby share.
It's on. Oops, I closed it. Sorry. You closed. Accept. Okay, it's sending.
It's sent.
Oh my God, there it is. So show them that you sent it.
I
I
can't.
have the same thing.
Same thing. Well,
Oh my gosh,
really
this is
quick.
incredible. That was actually very quick. That's cool.
Wow.
I also like that they did away with the, what was it, like the 100x zoom.
Oh,
That
the 100
was-
times zoom, yeah.
A little aggressive. I think now it's 50, which is a little bit more reasonable. I just feel like the 100, it looked really not good.
It was a lot. I mean,
The fact that you could do that on a smartphone, I think was really cool. It was kind of showing like the possibilities. Like this is something that you could potentially do in the future and make this look really cool. Props to Samsung for like
They
going
went
all
for it.
out. They
They went for it.
definitely went for it.
I mean, I definitely tried to use it, but it's like if you're trying to do it handheld and you're not stable, it's going to be a blurry mess.
Yeah.
I was not stable.
Dude, this screen looks amazing. It's
Wait until
telling
you do
me
a little drawing.
that it needs to connect to a charger. Oh, geez, I'm
Here,
hitting
use me
myself.
as a charger.
I can charge myself off of you.
Oh, wait, do I have to turn it on?
Yeah, this is cool.
Okay.
I
all
love
right.
that it has wireless charging. I'm definitely looking forward to doing a full review on this. So that'll be coming out, let's see, in a few weeks, I think, as soon as I can get some time to spend with this. Ooh,
Oh.
look, wireless power share. You just hit that.
Okay.
So now I am going to charge me on you.
Okay, just don't put your camera on my camera because it might scratch. Okay, you put your camera directly on my camera.
No, I didn't. Your camera, they're separate. My camera's not touching your camera. See?
Oh, okay. I
They're
got
opposite.
worried. So
So
now
now-
you're charging your phone on my phone.
So some other stuff that they announced called the Unpacked event. So they unpacked a lot. I mean, they freaking unpacked so much stuff. So they came out with an update to the Samsung Watch. You guys know I'm a huge fan of smartwatches. So they have now integrated blood pressure, oxygen levels, ECG, and of course just regular heart rate. And they also have Samsung Fitness.
Oh.
Did you see that during
No,
the
I
event?
didn't.
The event was very long.
was kind of long.
It was very, very
I had
long.
to do some other stuff, but I watched some of it.
And every single YouTuber had posted their videos already. So I was like, well, I kind of want to go watch like my friends and support them. The Samsung Fitness was actually really, really cool. So they did this demo where the girl had her Samsung watch on. It integrated with the fitness app that they have. Like Samsung has all these workout activities. Like I had no idea this was a thing.
I didn't either.
No. And then she was watching that on the television and doing the workouts on her watch. And then you're able to like pause the workout on your watch, but it all like syncs up to like the Samsung Health, which was really cool.
You have been talking about the blood oxygen for quite some time now, like something that you've wanted in a device.
Like for years.
A long time.
Here's the problem is a lot of that stuff takes a lot to get through like the FDA and like health clearances because you don't want to be like freaking people out wearing these devices and then you start getting a high blood pressure when it's not entirely accurate, especially like those like wrist wearing blood pressure monitors.
Oh gosh, yeah, those are not accurate.
They're not. So I think that's really hard for a device to be able to be that one said device that is going to be able to do it all.
For sure.
Let me see. I'm just going to look it up really quick.
You're gonna have to do it right if you're gonna do it. Also, you're still recording on that. If you're interested in that, that's cool. But
I'll stop that.
I will say though, with my Apple Watch, like there was a time I fell down like on purpose, and it's like, did you fall? I did. Another time I fell down running up the steps. I tripped. I actually hit my arm really, really hard. It looks like taking a tumble. I was like, I did, but I'm okay. The fall accuracy of the Apple Watch is pretty impressive.
There was something that I was reading today talking about the update to the Apple Watch and the fall detection, because obviously they were talking about, if Samsung came out with this, like what's Apple going to do? Using the Apple Health, like if you were to fall and you don't respond, it would be able to call
your emergency contacts.
Yeah, emergency contacts. It will also call for like 911 or whatever, and then it'll read off what has happened. So it'll say so and so may have fallen. They are not responsive. This is their current heart rate. This was their heart rate before the fall. This is a medication.
Apple or Samsung?
No, this is Apple.
It's Apple.
And
okay.
It'll be able to tell them like what medication you're on, and it'll be able to pull from your health data that is already integrated into your phone. And obviously this is something that you would have to give access to and allow to happen. But if this is like a life or death situation, like I don't care if my watch is telling the authorities my heart rate, my weight, my height, like all of this information, like that needs to be known ahead of time.
Sure.
Especially like blood types and stuff like that.
Very important.
Still,
this goes back to
don't know mine.
You should 100% set up your medical ID and like your emergency thing. The other day I was out walking the dog. It was like 10:30 at night, 11 o'clock. It was super late, and I saw a phone in the field, and I'm like, looking around, I'm like, there's no one here. So like I pick up this iPhone, and my first instinct was obviously swipe up, see if it's unlocked, and it was completely locked. And I'm like, okay, well now I'm just gonna go over to the emergency contacts and see if they have any emergency contacts listed. And it was listed, it was I don't know the name, but it said partner. And I'm like, okay, partner, chances are you probably live with this person. So I called them and I'm like, hi, I found this phone in the yard, like outside in this like common area. No way. And then I told them where, and they're like, okay. And they were out there in like 20 seconds. And I was like, here you go, here's your phone. So like, even if that's not necessarily an emergency type situation, kind of, I mean, who knows if they would have found that, if someone else would have found it and stole it. But if something does happen, like having that contact information, you can put, emergency contacts, you can put your blood type, your information, you can put your allergies, if you're on medication, if you need medication. Like it's just so important. It could honestly save your life.
For sure, especially if you're diabetic or if you do need like a specific heart medication, anything. Like that is so crazy. So I love that Samsung is doing this. And then it says here, let's see, features. So this is the promise of advanced health features like an FDA cleared electrocardiogram and blood oxygen monitoring. Not all of these will be rolling out right away. And honestly, even for the Apple Watch, not to just say Samsung isn't getting clearance, there's still places where the ECG doesn't work in the world because there's so many different clearances that you have to jump through because your health is very, very important. So I think they just want to make sure that this is working everywhere. They're abiding by all of the standards in various places. But I love that Samsung is doing this. And the watches actually look really good.
It looks very nice.
Because obviously the Apple Watch looks like a digital device, whereas this looks like a more traditional watch. It has like the leather watch bands. And it's a good look.
It's a very nice look. I like it a lot.
And if you are an Android user or you are a huge Samsung fan and you want to watch, like this is the route to go because it does work with each other.
Are there different price ranges, or is it like different things you can get? Like, do we know a price range?
You'd think I would have that information readily available,
I don't
Jenna.
know either, so I was just kind of curious.
I'm pretty excited though about the blood oxygen level. And
Yeah, that's
even
pretty
now, because a lot of people are like, I'm wearing a mask, I'm not getting enough oxygen. You're probably fine. I've seen a ton of these videos where these doctors who are wearing masks like 20 hours a day, basically, who are wearing blood oxygen monitors, and they're like, I'm good.
Well, and here's the thing. If you're worried about your blood oxygen levels, you know what's going to drop them?
COVID.
Seeing like one of our friends, Howard, he was posting on social media about, he's like, look at my blood oxygen. It was like dramatically dropping when he was
Really?
like sick. And he's like, been doing updates obviously like every like day or every other day, like showing like how he is improving. He's like, but at the peak of this, like his blood oxygen levels were like severely low.
Yeah, so wearing a mask is not going to decrease that. I mean,
You know,
if you are wearing one that you really actually cannot breathe, then you might need to reassess which mask you're using.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of these like thinner ones and you can get like filters and stuff to put in them, which then will make them way more effective. So that's what I've actually been doing. I forgot what else I was looking up.
the price of the Samsung watch.
No, it's the Galaxy Watch. They also came out with their other version of the Galaxy Buds, which everybody keeps calling them the Galaxy Beans.
That's what I said. I was like, this looks like a little bean.
It does. They look really good. I love the
They
gold.
look good, yeah. I
It
was
looks
watching
awesome.
Rich's video. He was running on the beach with them.
Oh.
I was like, oh, he
I am so behind on making videos. Like, it's so stressful because it's like I need to be making the videos, but I'm doing other things and it's taking away from the time that I'd be making these videos. So I just need to like let myself be like, look, you might not be able to get all of these videos done.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I haven't worked out in a month, and it's really taking a toll. And I just keep, I'll do this later. If I don't work out before 11 o'clock, it's not going to happen. But it's the same. Like,
Yeah.
I just keep trying to keep up with everything and like make all these videos and make this content. I'm like, I need to focus on what's important and like take a step back. But you want to be involved in everything because there's so much.
It's hard. There's just, oh gosh.
They haven't been streaming as much either.
No,
like, there's
not
not
enough streaming.
Time.
There isn't. I just need to like kind of get my life just sort of in place so that I can get back to, consistently being able to work out and a lot of personal problems and issues, but it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm still wearing my mask.
It's okay.
And Maddie is cute. Oh my
It's
gosh.
okay.
He keeps looking at us. Are you guys going to hang out with me? Or
Well,
like,
he
what's up?
wants me to open the door so we can get some sun.
Do you want to open the door and I can talk to them for a second?
Do you want to get sun?
He does. He's very upset.
Okay.
Like, look, he's like staring at you.
Oh, he knows I'm standing up. He's getting excited.
He is. His tail's
He's
wagging.
getting excited.
Maddie boy. So Jenna is now out of the frame. She's letting the dog outside. That has completely, significantly, really changed the lighting situation that we have here, but you guys aren't even watching it because I probably haven't posted the video yet. I went through and made a new YouTube channel for Same Brain. It was crazy. It's like such a different process than 14 years ago. Can you believe how long I've been making YouTube videos?
It's been a long time.
It's really crazy. And the fact that like I still enjoy it is also shocking.
Well, even the fact that YouTube, I mean, it has obviously changed a lot over the years, but like it's still kind of like the same. I mean, all the algorithm, we fight that on a daily basis. We have no idea. But speaking of content and platforms,
Were you going to talk about Reels?
yeah, I was. I don't know how to. I don't think I understand.
I am extremely tech savvy, and I feel like when I open up Instagram, I'm like, what are you even doing?
Well, I didn't have any options. Like I had, it was like effects, but it's pulling the effects from the already effects that are there. And I'm like, I didn't have music. My music is no longer
My music
a thing.
my music. I haven't had Instagram music almost 2 years.
Did you see TikTok quote tweeted Instagram?
What do they say?
Oh gosh, I gotta find it.
But here's the thing.
Read it before bed. but-
TikTok is very specific. It does a very specific thing, and it does that thing incredibly well. Trying to be doing the classic Facebook move of we're going to do everything and rip everything off and try to do the same thing. It makes me sad because Instagram is incredible. And like, Instagram tried to do,
Stories. They literally took stories from Snapchat.
but I love Instagram stories though.
Yeah.
They did that very, very well.
But you loved Snapchat
I
before
did.
that. And then guess what?
Yeah.
Instagram did it. But like the Reels thing, I mean, I don't know.
They're just not doing a good way of like integrating it because there's not a separate Reels section.
There
You go
isn't.
into the Explore, and I'm like, well, how do I even explore to find good music or like what people are creating? Because it just goes right into your feed. Did you see that dumb thing I posted onto my feed?
Yeah, I hated it.
I thought that I was just like posting a reel or like an Instagram story.
No, it goes into your
It
feed.
went
And
to my
that's why I
feed.
saw a lot of people complaining. They're like, great, now my Instagram is just filled with
Crap.
Like essentially crap. TikTok said, okay, or they said, well, this looks familiar with like emojis. And they quote tweeted Instagram introducing Reels. But here's the thing. I also don't want Instagram to make a separate app because look where that got us. Like we
mean,
had, they tried the IGTV app. They had an app for the
Boomerangs.
Boomerang. They had an app. Sorry,
They had
Boomerang
for hyperlapses. Do you remember that?
I remember
which
the
was actually
hyperlapses.
really cool. But
yeah, whatever happened to the hyperlapse?
I don't know. They probably still have it.
That was kind of
right?
cool.
That was kind of cool.
Nice to have the app.
I forgot about it.
Creating a whole separate app it's not going to work. And I mean, if they wanted, here's the thing: if they made Reels a separate app, that might have worked.
It could be an entirely separate thing.
I just don't think that people want this content. I don't want to see that. Like, I follow a lot of talented like creators and photographers and videographers, and like that's the content I want to see. Well, I also follow a lot of dogs.
If like I create a lot of TikTok stuff that is very specific to TikTok and like the TikTok memes, then if there's something really funny, then I post that on Instagram because it kind of can translate to both audiences. Whereas a lot of the stuff that I post on TikTok, like it's just silly and dumb, and I don't want that to go everywhere.
For sure.
But specific to TikTok, like it has a meaning, and it
has a home.
So
wait a minute.
don't know.
You didn't mean to post that reels to your...
No!
You didn't mean to post that to your feed at all.
No!
You got tricked.
I got tricked.
Because I saw that. First off, was that a toilet? What was it?
It's like a front baby sack.
It looked like a toilet.
It was like me with myself inside of a baby sack.
I don't think I saw that the right way.
You
I
didn't.
think my brain saw it as like a weird toilet.
Oh, it does look like a toilet. No, so because I should be standing up. Like the filter
Oh,
didn't even work.
I understand. So yeah, it didn't make any sense to me.
It does look
thought
like I'm
it
in
was
a toilet.
a toilet. I'm like, is she in a toilet?
I wasn't in the toilet.
So Reels, I don't know. I don't even know how to use it. I'm going to show you what I have on my app. It basically takes me over here to the story. I go to Reels, and I have speed, effects, and timer.
Me too.
Oh, so I'm just not doing it right?
No, so you create that, but then I think they're just hoping that people are creating this stuff, and then you can remix the audio like on TikTok. So there's just not...
Where? How?
What?
What?
So like you see somebody's reel, but like there's no...
Where
like,
are you right
look,
now?
I'm in this
Where
I'm in
are
here.
you?
But even when you hit the little magnifying glass...
Okay, I've never seen this before in my life.
But guess what? They don't have a reels section up at the top. They only have a shop, IGTV, so you can search for creators.
Has that always been there?
It has been, but I never go to it.
I have never seen this.
Nope, I never go to
The
this.
Explore page used to be like, okay, here's pictures. I'm like, cool, that's a dog. I'm gonna click on it. Now it's shop, IG, well-being, travel. What?
But a lot of this stuff is garbage. Like the algorithm is not good. Like all this stuff is like, it's not good.
I am shook to my core. I feel like I've just discovered something like
But
new.
I feel like I'm bashing Instagram. I love Instagram.
It's my favorite
I don't
platform.
like what they're doing.
Instagram is my favorite platform.
Mine too. It's fun. I follow a lot of like my friends so I can actually see what they're posting. And it's really great. It just makes me really sad because Reels it's
really
just
not great.
Really not great.
It might be. Maybe they'll change it. Maybe they'll fix it. Like obviously needs some work. It's just Instagram, Facebook being Instagram and Facebook and kind of just taking...
But then,
ideas.
if TikTok does go away, like this is the only other option of a TikTok clone.
I don't think it's going to.
I don't think so either.
I think Microsoft is gonna snatch it up.
Honestly, I just hate the fact that it's TikTok is now becoming political. Okay, like scoff.
Oh God!
Scoff.
I am going to fall down. I'm going to fall down and faint.
I feel silly, man.
How is it August?
Dude, I don't know.
I'm terrified.
It's gonna be Jenna's
my
birthday. This is Jenna's birthday month.
It is my birthday month, and you know what, Justine? I'm
What?
going to be 31.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God!
I feel so bad because like this is your birthday month. We're supposed to be having fun and doing cool stuff.
Do you know what we did for your birthday? Do you remember your birthday? It was
remember my birthday.
day 1 of the California shelter-in-place order. Day 1, we had so many. Well, we didn't have that many.
We did, but I was going to
did.
have a birthday party with all my friends, like, because I don't get to see people that much, well, anymore now. But I mean, even then, we were traveling, we were so busy, and I was like, man, it's going to be my birthday. I'm going to have a bunch of people over to have an Animal Crossing party.
Yeah, we're getting a special cake. Like Nintendo was going to surprise you. Like we had so many plans.
Nintendo
and
still got the cake, though.
They did still get the
They
cake.
did.
Oh my gosh, that cake was
That cake. You have to give me the
so-
information so I can get you one. I got to get you the cake.
I just reordered that.
Okay,
Like
okay.
it was so good. Like it had a little strawberry
It was so good.
filling. I'm salivating. Yeah. Anyway, so your birthday was very, very sad. We didn't get to really. Well, but before that, we kind of celebrated.
We
'cause We
did.
were in Hawaii.
'Cause usually
which I
that's
also
like-
got you a cake.
That's kind of like what we usually like to do is like we like to celebrate by going to Hawaii, which is good because usually around our birthdays, there's always like product updates. So we can take the products there so we can work.
Yeah.
And that's really something that I miss is being able to just, hop on a plane at LAX and go to Hawaii with my not cardigan because it's
No.
hot there.
No, not yeah. You know what? We haven't been on a plane in almost 5 months.
I was thinking about it. I was like, no, I haven't.
Because it was, I think, March 11th we got back. And because we were worried, we're like, are we going to get stuck here? Because we planned this kind of like last minute. And it was before everything kind of went crazy.
It was so last minute.
And
I mean, like
our
a week
parents flew
before.
out and were with us too. It was so we got back at March 11th. And we we had to like hurry up and like send our parents home too, and then we didn't leave. So
Well,
like,
and there was a huge scare because they were flying American. And at that point, it was like that day that they were leaving, they had found out that one of the American pilots had tested positive, but they wouldn't say where that plane had been. Then we finally found out that it was in Texas.
yeah, but
and
they were
that's when
also flying through like Dallas, and there was like all this crew. Like, oh my god, it was just such a weird time, and it's kind of crazy now seeing like all the precautions like planes are doing. I'm like, I don't.
A lot of this stuff should have been in place before to protect people.
Middle
from
seats
just,
should never be a thing. You are just disgustingly too close to someone. I mean, I have sat on 5-hour planes where someone's leg or arm is just touching me and sweating on me, and I just
Sweating.
I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So now that middle seats can't no sit. I saw Delta. I think it was a Delta turn a plane around because people were
They didn't wear a mask.
They weren't wearing the mask,
Yeah.
and they're like, all right, well,
it's how difficult too because it's like, I mean, we're obviously not tall. Like my legs aren't very long. So like, I mean, I can fit comfortably in a seat. And it's just so difficult because obviously like people that are tall, like you just
It's
cannot.
hard.
You can't fit in this seat.
no, it's not against. It's honestly the airlines. Like, how is this the best policy? Like making these teeny tiny little seats. Like, obviously, yeah, you're trying to make as much money and that, but like, it's not comfortable. It's not
Not at
ideal.
all.
It's not reasonable for like your average human.
I felt so bad this one flight. So, I mean, I love Southwest by far, just my favorite airline,
Mm-hmm.
just because they don't have to charge for like rebooking
2
flights.
free
or whatever.
bags too.
Yeah, great. But I was traveling with Maddie. He's used to traveling with both me and
Mm-hmm.
Jenna. So he's used to like that person next to us, like being a friend. And he kept like licking this guy's
He's like,
leg.
hey, lick your leg.
He was like licking his leg, like nudging him, like trying to get his attention.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
I'm so sorry. He's like, it's okay. He's like, I live in a place where I can't have dogs in my apartment. He's like, this is great. I was like, are you sure?
It's like I can't imagine. I'm like 5'5", 5'6", and like sometimes my knees like touch the seat.
Really? I'm 5'3".
Yeah,
and a half.
well, okay.
So, but everyone keeps saying you're tall. Is it because maybe your posture is bad?
I'm taller than you. I'm like 5'6".
But like I looked in here and like I look taller.
Well, so I have a short back, longer legs.
Short back, long legs.
Don't laugh at me.
and what's that song?
The
And a
leggy.
long jacket.
I got short
that-
back and long legs,
Wait.
which is also why sometimes on the plane, my little leggies, which are long,
it back?
longer than yours.
Short skirt, long jacket by Cake.
Well, I would have a long skirt and long legs, short jacket.
Do we get copyright claims on podcasts?
I have no.
How does
I'm
this
gonna
work?
assume yes. Okay, well, but this is copywritten.
I wanted Jenna with okay, short skirt, long jacket. So Jenna would have, wait.
I would have a long skirt, short jacket. I don't laugh at me. I got short back.
I'm trying to figure out how to sing the song to you.
Got
So-
a long skirt. I don't
And
know.
a short jacket.
I like to have a longer jacket so I can hide my butt.
Me too. The problem is everybody's all into crop tops. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
I
gosh.
like wearing tight leggings, long shirt, cover butt.
Cover butt. Yeah, well, you know what? Having short back sometimes cropped up fits nicely.
Oh, true. Good point. Short back, short back.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what we're talking about. I got a pack. I'm going to Joshua Tree.
Don't think I am. I have too much going on.
Did you bring me the 12 to 24 lens?
Stressed out. Yeah, I'm using it right here, over here on this camera.
12 to 24.
I think it's 12 to 24. Yeah, it is. It is.
12.
12 to 24. Yes. Wait, did you say you wanted 24 to 70 also?
No, 12 to 24.
Okay, I definitely read that as 24 to 70.
The 12 to 24 G Master lens is one of, I think it's their latest.
Did we
Sony's
send
latest.
back the 24?
Yes, I sent back the
Oh,
24.
I missed it already. I
It's
love
their
that
latest lens, and it's so good for astro and like nature stuff because it's just that wide angle, crispy shot. Yeah, the 24 is no longer in our possession. It's kind of sad.
It's a really great lens. It was a 1.4.
1.8?
1.8?
1.4?
It was 1.4.
1.4?
It was great. It was great. I missed it. I missed the A7S3.
Oh, God, me too.
Yeah, Jenna's going to Joshua Tree. I'm
to
going to be
Joshua
like,
Tree.
I don't know. I just keep saying I have so much to do, but it's like,
too.
here's the problem is when I have like this list, like I have a video list in my notepad. There's maybe like 25 videos on it right now.
I get overwhelmed and then I take a nap.
That's what I do too.
And then I feel bad because I'm like, you just took a nap. Why'd you do that?
It's, oh God, doing the Rubik's Cube. It is such a mentally straining thing. And like when I have to like do a lot of like thinking, it makes me extremely exhausted. Like it's like my body starts shutting down. So I was so tired the other day because all I did all day was Rubik's and try to remember like all the
You gotta
algorithms.
be careful, you get arthritis.
I already have it.
Oh.
But the Rubik's Cube is great. I love it so much.
Well, here's the thing. Now everything is recommending Rubik's Cube stuff. So my at
Really?
the show the other day was like something about a Rubik's Cube. I'm like, what the heck? And I tried to get like a video of it, and then Netflix is like, watch this Rubik's Cube show, and then something else was like, Rubik's Cube. And I'm like, I
my gosh.
have been infiltrated.
You have been.
By you.
So this is, okay, so D-Brand came out with these awesome.
Awesome?
Awesome.
I love that.
Awesome. They came out with pastel colored skins.
Oh.
And for like their promo stuff, they usually send out Rubik's Cubes. And every time I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then I thought, I don't know how to solve this. And that makes me upset.
It made you mad.
It did. So I sat there for a while. I was like, I'm messing with it. I was like, I don't know how to do this. So then I started like watching some videos. And then the next day that Netflix documentary came out, I was like, well, it's a sign.
Well, you should ask your Echo Show what's happening. Oh, the dog is
Maddie.
upset. The Echo Show was also trying to push the Rubik's Cube stuff on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, let it go, people. Hey, Maddie, did you get him?
Let it go.
Let's talk about Mulan.
Disney Plus. Yeah. So I know everybody's upset about it, but like, I get it.
I get it. I get it as well. I mean, but here's the thing too. It's like
They might not know what we're talking about.
They don't know what we're saying.
So Disney Plus, the subscription service, and then they are charging extra for their movie if you wanna watch it early.
Because they're missing out on all of these movie theater sales. And so they're going to be charging what? You have to have the Disney Plus subscription, which is probably $5.99 a month. I've been getting it for free with Verizon.
Same.
So that's great. But then you also have to pay $30 to watch it, and you don't own it.
See, that's where what I don't like. If I'm going to pay $30, I would like to own it, you know?
Or even if they offered it, it's like, hey, you can't own this now, but when it's available to buy, you can own it.
Yeah.
Or like a $5 or something. Like
I like that.
something. Because it's like, oh, you're, what?
But
That's crazy.
But I make it. I make it. But I totally get it because, you know, we're not having those like movie theater experiences anymore.
Yeah, and if you're
they have to make
taking like
the
your
money.
family, so say it's like 2 parents and a child, that's probably going to be at least $30, probably $40 because the theater is very expensive. So it's like they're trying to make their money and they're probably assuming it's going to be a family watching this. So, and people are going to pay it. Do I think that they could have maybe done like 20 or 15 or like, you know, a little bit less, maybe. Or $30, you can own it when it's available. There's an alarm.
There is an
going
alarm.
off.
But here's also the thing is when we go to the theater here in Los Angeles, it's so expensive. Like one ticket is
Like
almost $30.
yeah.
Like it's
It's a lot.
crazy. And then you get one snack and then that's like $100.
What? How many snacks are you getting?
Well, I mean, I get like
Well, if it's that bag where you've put your own candy and it goes by weight.
yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yum.
I just think that there's not a set formula for this, and I think the only way to kind of figure out what that formula is to try something and see
how it
how
works.
the reaction is. I think even before all of this happened, I would rather pay more money than not have to go to the theater and just be able to see it kind of on demand. Or maybe you charge just a little bit extra if you want to own it, like they normally do.
Yeah, for sure.
And then charge less if you just want to watch it for 24 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not like mad about it, but I also like I get it. And I think this is sort of a learning experience for also Disney and for everybody because this is all unknown territory. Everything is different.
I mean, I was looking up the stats because of like Aladdin and Lion King of the live action movies. I think, was it Lion King? One of them made 1.6 billion in the box office. The other was like 1.2 and the other one was like 1.3. So all of them hit over the 1 billion between Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, and Lion King. So, I mean, that's what, almost $4 billion in the box office.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. So in their mind, they'd be like, oh, we're kind of missing out on almost, you know, that. I feel like Mulan might actually potentially beat all of them.
Did you know how much money Disney Parks has lost?
Oh, no.
It's crazy because this is not just, we're not talking about just a big company. We're talking about employees. We're
Yeah.
talking about people like you guys. This is where you work. This is your job. This is your livelihood. These places bring in tourists. Like, oh, here it is. The pandemic has resulted in a $3.5 billion loss. That is Disney Parks.
That's a lot.
That is just the parks over the past couple of months. That's like, I don't understand how people are going to recover. I don't understand how the government is going to be able to help people through this.
When they
it's
care
like-
about the people?
Exactly.
Well, that's a whole, that don't even get
It's a
me
whole,
started
no, we're
on
not
that.
going to get started on
we
that.
We won't.
But I just feel like there has to be something. Like, I'm very lucky and grateful that, you know, we're still able to do, for the
Yeah.
most part, the stuff that we're doing. But like, there's been cutbacks. There's been deals that haven't gone through. And like everyone's main source of income, it's just completely shifted.
For
Like,
sure. I mean, even like the 3 to 4 months when everything was happening, I think I lost 90% of my brand deals.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, no. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's fine. Like, thankfully, you know, we can still make content and still do what we're doing. But it's, yeah, I mean, I literally lost almost every single project that I was supposed to go through. And I was like, okay, all right, well,
And that's
fine. It can still work technically.
all across the board as
Yeah.
well. And people like losing their jobs, like working at different just restaurants. Like all of our favorite restaurants, I feel like I don't know how they're going to survive.
Yeah, it's very sad.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, and then just as they started to reopen in Los Angeles, a month later, they're like, nope. And like everything is shut, like our favorite nail salon, like that is shut down again. Everything is shut down. It's just.
And a lot of these are just family-owned businesses. And they're small companies that like they don't know how they're going to survive. So even
Yeah.
like my jiu-jitsu gym, like you can't just close down a massive place that is owing so much in rent.
I know. Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't know what to do. Like,
like,
I'm so sad.
It's like, what do you do? Because if you're not being able to pay rent, but then it's like these people who own the building still have to pay the mortgage. It's like, it's just this endless battle.
Yeah.
So what is the solution? I don't know. But Disney losing $3.5 billion, that just thinking of all the jobs. I saw a tweet. It was like, oh, Disney's reopening their park, but their CEOs and everything, they're still working from home.
Yeah, and I also was reading something. I'm not sure if this was specific to Disney or where it was specific to, but they were talking about that like a lot of the employee or people have been. Okay, there's like construction or something.
There's a dump truck.
Just deal with it.
Dump truck.
People have been faking their COVID test results.
Oh my gosh.
So this is not a joke. Like if this is what people are doing to try to survive and make money, like we shouldn't have to be faking test results to try to keep working to survive. Like everything is so messed up. I don't have an answer.
New Zealand has the answer, and we're just ignoring them.
Well,
we
because-
love New Zealand. We need a solution.
But what is the solution? Like I don't know.
Canada.
I like Canada.
Canada's so close and so
Canada,
nice.
you're so nice. We can't go there.
We can't. You know why? Because they shouldn't let us in.
No, they
because us
shouldn't.
as Americans can't follow the law.
No,
and respect each other. We need to respect each other. We need to be nice, and we need to stay away from large crowds.
B-C-T.
I saw someone tweet the other day that they're shutting off water and power supplies to like these mansion houses in Los Angeles who are having big parties. I don't know if that's true or not. I saw who was it? It was Ben. He's like, oh, they should find out about the Tesla power supply stuff. I go, don't tell them the solution. I was like, let them shut off the water and power to the party houses.
Okay, so on my block as well, at nighttime I was taking little mini man for a walk.
Oh, don't say that.
Massive house party. Freaking the entire house. Not a single person had a mask on at all. Outside, just drinking, which is fine. But like, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Everything that you're doing, like, there's no social distancing. Absolutely nothing. There were so many people crammed in this house. It was shocking. And then I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. But then I saw two guys come out, clearly just disgustingly drunk.
Oh.
And the one was like, man, I should really call an Uber because I'm really drunk. And he's like, nah, it's fine. I'll just drive.
Oh, great.
Both of them got into the car and drove away.
We
I was
love
like,
that.
I was like,
No.
man, I wish I could have got your driver's license. Your driver's license. Excuse me, ma'am, Mr. Sir, can I see your driver's
They
license?
probably don't have it. It's probably expired. Oh, my license expires in a couple of weeks.
Mine's been expired since a long time ago. But anyway, the point of the story, they drove away drunk, which I was very upset about, and I couldn't get their license plate. And then the next morning, I come back, walking Maddie again. More people are pouring out because they clearly had slept the night. I was like,
What on earth?
I was very upset. I
Very
wanted
upsetting.
to be like, what you're doing is wrong.
What
What you're doing is wrong.
What you're doing is wrong.
No, but it sucks, man. But it also sucks because I see it from their perspective. Like, okay, all this is happening. We've been miserable for so
Yeah.
many months. We also want to have fun.
People
and
are
see our
getting bored.
friends.
People are getting bored. They don't want to be at home anymore. But it's what's crazy is like if everyone would have followed it for a month, actually followed it,
Yeah.
we probably would have been fine.
I mean,
But-
I didn't see anybody. Like, we literally,
Yeah, I
we
know.
felt we were
It was,
so
like,
strict
so
about
strict.
it. And another thing is also because we don't really have specific answers. Like, we don't have a leadership where we're getting clear definitions of what we should do. You know, when this all started, they were like, don't wear a mask. Now they're like, okay, wear a mask. And now Fauci is telling us we need to wear goggles. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Oh boy, face shields
fine.
too. I mean, I'll freaking do whatever.
I'm
so
gonna
that-
get a spacesuit.
I'll do whatever. Just tell me what to do so that we can actually get through this.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap up.
Jenna's like, we're done
We're
now.
done now. I'm sweating. I
Hey,
gotta pack and
my
go to
phone is
Joshua
charging.
Tree. Yeah, it's been charging. It's at like
Cool.
20% now. I want to go. I don't want to work anymore. I'm taking the weekend off. You know what's
That's
funny?
nice.
I keep saying that, and I'm like, I know what videos I want to shoot in Joshua Trees. I'm not taking the time off.
I'll be editing our podcast.
Oh, sorry.
So-
I'm gonna take the new
Yeah.
Note 20, get some pics, get some videos.
I wanna do that. Maybe I'll come up and visit. I'm not sure yet. I
I want
haven't
to do
decided.
some Astro, do like a nice little vlog because I haven't done like a little vlog in a while.
Yeah.
It's always been like something else. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening or watching, if you want to leave a review, you can in the Apple Podcast. We usually read a few of them before or after the podcast. And also anchor.fm/samebrain. You can leave your voice audio message.
We would love to hear your voice.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Thank you guys. We'll talk to you again next week for episode 11.
Next Saturday.
Bye.